Okay, so this afternoon I'm down at Blueberry Displays with Rick Party. Hi Rick, how you doing?
Yeah, not
Now Rick, you've been doing work for me for ages and ages and ages, but I've never been in your workshop, much to your surprise when I mentioned that earlier. So just take us through the process, because you do roller banners, you do the big stand-up ones, you also do the small ones.
Yeah.
A3, the tabletop ones, we've seen those, all good stuff. But there's this huge machine here next to your Blueberry display banner there. So tell me what this is a big piece of kit, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's a latex printer.
Right.
The sort of spec of it is it's a 62-inch printer, so you can print up to 1.5 meters.
Right.
I tend to print on to 914 or 1066 material.
Right.
It's just easy, because I laminate most of my stuff.
Yeah.
And the laminate is limited to the width of that, which is just under 1100 mil.
Right. Okay. So what would you print bigger then? Stuff that you're not going to be laminating, or?
Yeah, the stuff that would be bigger. I mean, there are banner stand material that you can get, which are for it's like 1500 mil wide for the wider bases.
Oh, okay.
But that material you don't laminate because there isn't laminate sort of thick enough
to go with that. To go with it, yeah.
So, they've got a lot of sort of material.
So is this just like a massive printer? Because I see you've got the colours here. Like that.
Yeah. No, it works very much like a desktop printer.
Right.
Where you've got ink, you send it to print from file.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a RIP attached to it that processes the big files because the file image size is huge. And then it's talks to a printer and then prints it off, comes off on a roll rather than a sheet. But in essence, it's a giant desktop printer on legs.
And so then you put when it's dried. What happens then? You feed this in somewhere.
Yeah, I mean this is laminator. It's basically a crystal laminate film. It comes off on a roll.
Yeah.
And I just put loads of roll onto here.
Yeah.
Feed it in, and then it rolls through.
Brilliant. And that's really like we used to do with the old exercise books at school, is it? That thin stuff that just sits on top of it, yeah?
It's just a plastic
cover.
Yeah.
It's sticky, basically.
Yeah. And so, I mean, when it comes to, I print posters and stuff, and I can also mount the posters onto boards.
Yeah.
And it's the same process where I've got a laminating film, I've got it's like a giant sticky back plastic.
Yeah.
Sticky back tape, double-sided tape. That gets loaded onto here. Again, it sandwiches the print.
Yeah.
And it has a release liner, gets pulled off and then stuck down on the board.
Fantastic. And I know some of these boxes over here, like the little desktop things. So you've got some bigger ones down there, and that's what it ends up as. Yeah. And they're the things we see at these networking meetings.
I mean, the stuff that I it comes to me.
Yeah.
In a box.
Yep.
And
so do you keep a fair sort of stock of these things?
I keep. I mean, it depends what's coming through. I mean, normally I allow a couple of days to do the graphics.
Right.
And most of my supplies, I've got up to like 5:30 in a day to order stuff, and I'll get them the next day.
Oh, right.
And for the urgent stuff, I can get them an AM delivery or pre-10 o'clock. So. There are rush jobs that I get in at 5 o'clock.
I know, I've seen you some.
They can be turned around pretty quick.
Yeah.
So, and then I mean, you've seen how these bases are.
Yeah.
I mean, this is how they come to me.
Right.
So I just take them apart. I'll do the graphic and stuff. Trim them.
And then you load it in.
The enormous 2.5 metre wide long trimmer. So the banner stands get trimmed on that.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like I'm sitting there with a ruler.
Yeah.
It's a bit of it's good.
So is that like a big guillotine, basically?
It's a big roller guillotine. Yeah. Right. In fact, it's got a scalpel. So yeah.
Fantastic.
So you get one long continuous cut.
Yeah.
So.
Fabulous. Well, thanks for showing us around. I've got a couple more banners to get orders to send to you. So fantastic to talk to you. I'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah. Set up.